in the great state of Texas. We played a bunch of cool places this year. We went all over Europe and Australia, and we did the Opry and all this other shit. And I gotta say though, at least now I can die a happy man that I've gotten to play at Billybobs for a sold out crowd. So this might be the biggest honor I'll ever have. I don't know, one of the biggest honors of my life. So thank you so much for. So I have to make the disclaimer that I'm not really a religious guy, and I don't go to church, and I cuss, and I do a lot of other shit that I shouldn't do, and so I would never, ever stand in front of anybody and act like my shit doesn't stink or act like I'm better than anybody. But back at the beginning of all this, you know, a lot of people make a joke about people in the music industry selling their soul to the devil, but I really did kind of sell my soul to God at the beginning, and so anyway, so I'd just like to give him a little glory at the very beginning before we get started, if that's all right. There's so many sick freaks in this world, and a lot of them are running our country right now, and it's just nice to have a little truth to counter all the craziness. But the wicked plot against the righteous and gnash their teeth at them, but the Lord laughs at the wicked, for he knows their day is coming. The wicked draw the sword and bend the bow, to bring down the poor and the needy, to slay those whose ways are upright. But their swords will pierce their own hearts, and their bows will be broken. Better the little that the righteous have than the wealth of many wicked. For the power of the wicked will be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The blameless spend their days under the Lord's care, and their inheritance will endure forever. In times of disaster they will not wither. In days of famine they will enjoy plenty. But the wicked will perish. Though the Lord's enemies are like the flowers of the field, they will be consumed. They will go up in smoke. I'm going to bring Joey and Caleb out here in a minute, but I just figured I'd start off doing a couple by myself if nobody has any objections to that. So.
Well, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear in the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares have we already come. 'Twas grace that brought us safe thus far, and